Carrying credit card debt at 25% interest while trying to earn 8 to 10% investing is generally a terrible trade. You got to look at everything as a whole. That makes sense. Eliminating the debt gives you a guaranteed reduction in interest expense. All right, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back. Today we have a 9 to 5 wealth building lesson. So we're going to be going over, can you actually build wealth from a 9 to 5? So hopefully by the end of this lesson, I'm gonna have a clear understanding. So, all right, it says, as you can see, I have my notes right here. All right, we're gonna start. All right, let's get straight into it. It says, think of your financial life as a machine. You have career, income, surplus cash, assets, compounding, and then wealth. Most people focus on almost entirely the first box. So they're saying, so all right. Oh, hold on. So first, understand what wealth actually means. Is $100,000 salary does not make someone wealthy. We already went over this in my last video, if I uploaded it. So it says your net worth is assets minus liabilities. This is actually something new though. All right, that's useful information. Suppose two people both earn $100,000. Person A has $70,000 lifestyle, expensive car payments, credit card balances, and almost no investments. Person B lives on a $55,000, invests consistently and owns $40,000 of stocks and retirement assets. Same salary, completely different financial positions. That is why the goal isn't simply how can I make more money, it's how much of the money I earn can I convert into assets that grows. So let's see if we can back up a little bit. Yep, there we go. Then make this a little bigger. All right. There we go. So number 2, your wealth equation. A useful simplified model is wealth equals income times savings rate times time times investment return. So it's wealth, then it says equal income x saving rate x time x investment returns. Here, I'll write it down quickly for anybody viewing. Hold on. Equals income. I'm still a little bit confused. Like, what does time have to do with wealth? You control 3 of those 4 variables substantially. So it says income is how much you earn. All right, I already know this. Savings / investment rate is how much you keep. Okay, time is how early and consistent you invest. Wait, so time equals returns is partially controllable through what you invest in but never guaranteed. Okay, that's understandable. Like if you're investing into something like a stock, it's not guaranteed it's going to go up. Meanwhile, increasing annual income from $50,000 to $80,000 and investing another $15,000 every year can be far more Consequential. So early in your career, your earning power is often your most valuable asset. All right, so early useful information. I'm gonna say that's useful because a lot of times early in your career, I don't think you're even thinking about earning power and comparing it to um, what's the most valuable asset. Like, I don't even think your average person is thinking on that scale. They're just thinking earning money, then how can I blow up or how can I achieve whatever I want. So it says number 3, building your financial foundation first. Before trying to become a millionaire, make yourself financially difficult to knock over. Before trying, okay. A sensible order is keep enough cash to handle routine expenses, eliminate very high interest consumer debt, build an emergency fund appropriate to your situation, get appropriate insurance, capture valuable employer benefits. So that's a big one. Valuable. This is a really big one. Tune in or go back to my 1099 versus W2 video. That explains a lot about benefits and the importance of it, or more so the difference in I-99 and W2s, and you might learn about certain benefits that you didn't know W2 offered, or you never know. So I'd say go back, check out that video. So it says increase the amount invested as your income grows. So that's a solid plan. So increase amount. That's the big thing. Increase investments as your income grows, no matter where you start. And this is starting from a 9 to 5. So for example, carrying credit card debt at 25% interest while trying to earn 8 to 10% investing is generally a terrible trade. You got to look at everything as a whole. That makes sense. Eliminating the debt gives you a guaranteed reduction in interest expense. Eliminating the debt gives you a guaranteed reduction in interest expense. Eliminating the debt gives you a guaranteed reduction in interest. Okay. Learn the most powerful number, your savings rate. So imagine you take on $5,000 a month, you spend $4,750, you invest $250 a month, that's $3,000 a year. Now imagine you redesign your finances and invest $1,000. Well, $1,250 a month, that's $15,000 a year. Your income didn't change, but the amount of capital you're purchasing every year increased times 5. This is why lifestyle inflation is dangerous. Every raise gives you a choice: increase lifestyle or increase ownership. Every raise gives you a choice. So it's and this is so difficult because it's not so black and white when you say increase lifestyle or increase ownership. When you think about trauma, you think about self-worth or even self-esteem and building up these material items to fill a false void. You feel me? You got to really dig into the psychology of it and understand that. But overnight, you can't just rewire your brain. So getting this amount of money with no type of education or anything, this goes in any field. You look at athletes, anybody, a lot of times they pay more money for someone else to look over their finances, or they end up going broke, or like I said, buying a lot of materialism. That topic alone is hard to even touch on because the influence is everywhere from all corners, from all circles. The more you make different circles you'll start to be in, and the more your financial comfort level I would say increases to where what feels normal. That's a tough thing to break. Number 5, use the 95 secret weapon, employer benefits. A good job isn't merely a paycheck. That's what I had to learn as well. So it's deeper than that, especially if you're trying to build wealth. Your compensation might include 401k, 403b. I don't even know what that is. I need to write that up. So I'm gonna look up 403b. Might do a video on that. Your compensation might include employer retirement match. Wow. Health insurance, HSA eligibility, bonuses, stock compensation, employee stock purchase plans, tuition reimbursement, professional training, pension benefits, and other benefits. The employer match deserves particular attention. So this is what an employer match is. Suppose you make $70,000 and your employer offers a dollar for dollar match up to 5%. You contribute $3,500, the employer contributes $3,500, so now $7,000 gets invested. Rules vary by employer, including investing requirements, so read your actual plan documents. And nowadays, thankfully, we have everything at our disposal. You can just take a picture, upload your documents, and figure out, especially if it's a major company, figure out all the benefits they have and go crazy with that. Because you know, a lot of times, the benefits you gotta have to read, or it's gonna be in the back somewhere. All right, it says understand the major investment accounts. That's number 6. Let's see how much of this we have. We have a decent amount to go over. This is gonna be a good content. So let's see how much time actually. I might stop here. All right, we're gonna stop here, wrap this up for part 1. We stopped at using 9-to-5 secret weapon. So next video, we're gonna understand the major investment accounts. What should you actually invest in? And compound is where things get interesting. So we're gonna start compounding. Then the biggest accelerator is probably your career. We're going to see what they're talking about. Stay tuned for the growth, man. They can't stop you if you learn them. And catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.